Hi everyone. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you guys today. Um, my topic is concerning a social epidemic I believe is plaguing our society today, especially here in the United States. My topic is concerning the homeless or people who are homeless. I know it's not a very upbeat topic to talk about, but I feel that it's something we should all be aware of. It's something, and if we aren't, I hope you get something from this presentation to kind of undertake and compel you to do something about it. Statistics for you guys. Uh, did you guys know that according to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, they reported in 2015 that 565,000 people were homeless. That's a daunting statistics. Not only that, but to go further into that, out of that 565,000 people, 206 represented our family, our moms, our dads, our brothers, our sisters, our aunts, our uncles. People who make up a family. Obviously, it'd be more than three or more people with mom, dad, or it could be just a single parent. But that's what they represent. The other half, the 360,000 people who represent the other half, were individuals, people who were just runaways or underprivileged kids. They represent also our gays and our lesbians community who, these people, like, they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have an outlet. They don't have friends. They don't have family who can help support them when they're down. And they feel there's no other alternative but, and they become homeless. And that's a sad statistic. It's a heartbreaking statistic, to be truthfully honest. And like, it's something I see every day living in Michigan. You see these people as you're going to work, as you see it around you. I live in the township of Waterford, and it's something I wouldn't expect every day. I mean, it's something more that I see in the inner cities of Detroit, but it's a daunting thing that's just creeping out. Like I said, it's an epidemic that's just coming around. I have a intersection of Walton and Baldwin where these two guys are just asking for money all the time. So that goes to show you that there is an epidemic, and for me, what I've tried to incorporate, and I hope it gives me a little credibility to the subject. I've volunteered my dime. I've seen this firsthand. I've seen my friends and family go through it. And I never want to see anyone go through that. Luckily for me, they've all come back from. They bounced back and they're good now. But that really was one of the factors that helped motivate me to kind of volunteer my time. There's certain areas, like a homeless shelter, I volunteer at sometimes. It's called the Grace Center of Hope. Not only that, I also volunteer at a location called the Baldwin Center, where they feed the homeless and shelter them as well. It's something I feel that kind of brings me to the purpose of this presentation. I urge everybody who is watching to go out there and help. I don't urge you. I'm pleading with you guys to help service these people. They're great people just in a tough situation. And when we really look at it, we have to apply it to ourselves and our friends and our families. Do we want to see our friends and our families go through that? No, we don't. Just think about them. We would do anything we could to help them, and that's the way we should treat them. But also, when we look at ourselves, do we ever want to be in that situation? And what if we are in this situation? Obviously, we want people to be there to help us. We can be those people for other people to help them when they are down and out. So it's the going out and being compelled to help these people is the purpose of my presentation today. So that brings me to my next step. Like, how do we do this? How do you volunteer? What do you get out of it? Like, these are two great questions. Going with volunteering first, there's many ways to volunteer. I think the true problem with volunteering, though, is that people are unwilling to do it. I think that's the biggest factor that keeps people from doing it. People say their time is precious, and it's true, time is precious. I got a family I support, and with that, I can tell you I want to spend as much time as I want with them, but you know we can't truly say that there's no free time in our day to day, our months, and I know there's at least an hour or two that we have in our in 1 month, for example, that we don't just spend slouching around the couch and just watching TV. And oh, and a fun fact for you guys, did you guys know, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they said that the average American spends 2 to 4.5 hours a day just watching television. That's a lot of time. If we calculated that in a month, we have tons of time. Why not use that time to give back, through volunteering to help our friends, who are down and out. I have a friend, for example, this is a testament for not only myself, but for him, his name is Jaroslav, and he runs a kind of like an organization, nonprofit, called Boots on the Ground. What he does there is he helps veterans who are both struggling and veterans who are homeless. He provides a job, and what they do is they build these boots and they sell it to the public. And basically all the funding that comes back in terms of profit, he just flips it and he gives it right back to them. And that's a great way to volunteer. And another way for me to volunteer, in which I know it's a personal story of myself and I want to share with you guys to compel you. There was a time, a Thanksgiving event I attended about 4 years ago in one of our churches down in Warren. We were invited to a Thanksgiving event. We went, we ate, we had a good time, we talked to people. And at the end of the event, our pastor that was there, he said, we have all this extra food, what are we going to do with that? And he came up with a great idea, and he said, hey, why don't we bring it down to our local shelter and give it back, give it to people who are hungry, who deserve this food. And me, first off, like when we talk back about willingness or unwilling, that was just about time. Me, I was scared as heck. I don't want to go to Detroit. I don't want to go to these places because I'm scared. But even though I was hesitant, I went. It was a great experience, life-changing event for me. And I went down there, and we went to one of the local shelters. They opened us with the welcoming arms. They gave us, they let us pass our food. And afterwards, our pastor, the most interesting thing happened to me. Our pastor said, go talk to these people, get to know them, see what they're going through, ask them about their troubles, and maybe you can humble yourself to understand what you have in life that they don't, that they're currently suffering from, like, again, be humbled for what you do have, what you can provide for your family and the situation you're in. And after, I went to talk to this family, and it was a mom, a dad, a daughter, and I remember the boy only. I know that's bad. His name was JJ, and we talked for a while with him and his family, and at the very end, his mom says, you should say thank you. And, he said thank you, but he also gave me a card. He gave me a card similar to this. I lost the one he gave me, but I'm going to show you guys. It's a simple Pokemon card. Nothing exciting, nothing cool. Well, cool it is, but cartoonish. I know this is a gesture of appreciation to say thank you for doing what we're doing, and that, really compelled me. And when we move over to the second part of our topic, we're talking about what do you get from doing stuff like this. I know that we're supposed to provide a visual aid, and I was thinking something like data driven or statistics or information to give back to you guys for feedback, but I feel like this card just represents so much more. It outweighs data, it outweighs statistics, it outweighs information. Basically what this is for me is it symbolizes hope. It symbolizes that even when you're down, this one little card just brings out something within you that is far exceeding anything that could ever be driven by that type of stuff. So this is my visual aid. I wanted to show you guys to, you get so much from this, and to see that, this is what you get. You get like a motivation, a heartwarming event, or feeling inside of you that to give back is something that's so special. When you're down and out for these people, they don't have anywhere to go, and when you give up your time or you do something nice like this, it just really shows you that it's not really about what you're getting truly, but what you do get in return, the feelings, the emotions, the self accomplishments. That beats anything for me. It really goes to show who you are as a person, your character, and that's the basis of what you get. So I really want to say, I urge you guys who go out there to be motivated to go out and volunteer your time, your effort, your donations, whatever. And here's another thing, like, you don't have to, if you don't truly have the time, there's so much other options you guys can do to kind of just donate dry food, money to organizations that help these people that who really need this to support their cause, to help the homeless. It's something that we should all undertake and do, and I think that you guys are capable people. We're people who are going to shape the future. And we don't have to wait till we're out of college. It's something we can do now to just help mold the future of the world. So I want to say thank you for just, again, giving me this opportunity. It's been great talking to you guys. I hope that with this you kind of learn a little bit, just a brief wincy little bit about what it is about the homeless, our epidemic. And I encourage you guys to research ways to help, organizations you can reach out to just contribute and volunteer your time. And it's an epidemic that's plaguing, and it's something, being a first world country, we should never have to go through. So thank you again.